Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share with you my recipe. This is a grain-free sweet potato nut butter brownie. So I've designed this so that it does absolutely fits in my anti-aging detox solution. And this is a recipe that I would have or could have included when I lost the 110 pounds. So let's get rolling here. So I'll tell you a little bit about the pre-prep that I did here and the reason for that. So I have here a cup and a half of sweet potato. This is an organic sweet potato, and I cooked it a few days ago and put it in the fridge. When you take a starch and you cook it and then you refrigerate it, what happens is it forms a resistant starch. And what that means is once it enters the digestive system, that resistant starch feeds the good bacteria, the good bugs in the gut. And it actually, in essence, it lowers the glycemic index, or the load, the carbohydrate load, when this is digesting. So this is going to actually, after we cook this, I'm going to put it back in the fridge. So each time that you cook a starch and then cool it, it makes the resistant starch, even better. So we have that. And when I cook my baked potatoes, what I do is I put them on a pan in the oven, and I do not wrap them. What I want is for my potato to cook out a bit dry. And if you'll notice, when you cook a potato in foil, it will keep some of the moisture in. And for this recipe, I don't want that. So again, 1.5 cups of cooled sweet potato. I have 1/2 cup of nut butter. This is almond butter, and I had this made freshly ground at my health food store. Try to do that if you can, or make your own nut butter, because honestly, a lot of the nut butters on the market are full of seed oils and sugars, and we don't want that. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect though, guys. Just do your best. Do your very best. And I have 2 pasture-raised eggs here, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 full tablespoon of vanilla extract. I really like that vanilla extract, so you could reduce that here if you're not a big fan. You could do like half a tablespoon here. I have 1/2 cup of organic raw cacao, and then 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I put just a little salt here. You can omit the salt. You could actually omit the baking soda also, just based on your preferences. But what we're going to do here is just add it to our food processor. This will give it like a nice creamy texture. If you do not have a food processor, don't fret. You could actually just do this all, by hand with a fork if you needed to, or you could use, just a regular blender. There's really no specific way or order in which to do this. You can just dump it all in. So I did design this to be on the lower calorie side. Like, let's say that you weren't concerned about it being, low calorie. You just wanted a richer, creamier brownie. What you can do here is reduce the amount of sweet potato by 1/2 cup and increase your amount of almond butter. Now keep in mind, that's going to keep, raise the calories up. And let's say on the flip side of that, you wanted to make this even lower calorie. What you could do is reduce the amount of almond butter and use applesauce. So it definitely would not be as rich, but it all just really depends on, what are your needs right now? What are your goals? What are your fitness goals, your weight loss goals, your tasty goals? So I'm just going to pulse this here. I'll tell you guys, I'm really so excited to be sharing some of these old recipes with you guys. If you followed along and you watched my detox video, you'll know that I left the keto carnivore scope, which I have been living in for the last 5 years. So this has been, I've had to rebuy all of my kitchen gadgets and actually get used to cooking again, because I used to be such a foodie, and when I would run my detoxes and my boot camps, I would have other coaches just come and do my programs just for the recipes and just for the energy, So what I'm doing here is I have a just the wax paper, or the parchment paper rather. I don't know what you refer to it. But I'm just going to put all this in here. I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees. And I'm just going to cook that for about 20 minutes. And see, I like really like creamy, gooey. Now, one variation that you could also do here, and of course it's going to add calories to it, but you could do 1 cup, your measurement would be 1 cup of chocolate chips. And you would just give that a little mix after you get everything mixed up. You could use the Lily's, which is is not sweetened with sugar. I think they're sweetened with stevia. Definitely could do a double batch here. I was actually going to do that, make a double batch, but we just got through Hurricane Milton, which luckily we came through unscathed. But I haven't gone to the store to get any more ingredients, so I'm just using up everything that I have. I try to be very, very mindful when it comes to food. I waste nothing. So, okay guys, we're going to throw this in the oven for about 20 minutes and see where we're at. It could be anywhere from like 20 to 28 minutes, depending. I'm going to put this in the middle rack of the oven at 350. So, all right, I'll be back soon with the finished product. All right, it's time for the grand reveal. Yay! All right, so they are nice and chilled. In my eyes, you just cannot go wrong with this. It's loaded with vitamins, minerals, fiber. You just can't find a dessert like that anywhere else. So I have taken the nutritional breakdown for you. I'll scroll that in at the bottom so that for those of you that are counting your calories and macros, you will know. So I've made this into a 12 servings. It's around 114 calories, I believe, is what it was. So, I mean, you just can't go wrong with that. You can pair it. You could add some nuts on top. I mean, it's just limitless what you can do here. I personally am a big fan of the Ninja Creamies, so I'll make a nice protein ice cream. So this with a little scoop of some protein ice cream would be perfect. Thank you so much. You'll have to give this a try and let me know what you think. Much love.